What is the lever of affiliations? Well, according to the book that I wrote, these are things that are going to help you with leverage in your business and your life and everything else. So, why do we care about affiliations as part of our strategy of building leverage into our life and business? Well, the first thing is it'll help you increase your knowledge. And we're going to go into specifics on why these work later. It'll also help you increase your skills in selling real estate. It will also help you with meeting new people and networking. Affiliations will also help you with favor for your clients. That one will come in later as well. It'll help you with growing your team. It'll help you with efficiency. It'll help you with friendship and camaraderie in your industry and in your business and in your town and outside your town. I've attended many events outside of Cincinnati and met a lot of great people, and that's part of our story here today. And then also, you get prayer and covering. So I've met many people affiliated with the kingdom and Christianity and churches that still pray for me and I still pray for them. So that's definitely another huge benefit of the lever of affiliations. Another one is credentials. You may earn some letters behind your name because of your affiliations with certain organizations. And then reputation. When you're affiliated with another organization, you get their reputation. And then finally, the benefits. So there are several organizations I belong to, and I receive benefits from those organizations. Actual, maybe a discounted travel, car rentals, discounted computers, all kinds of stuff. So we'll go into that a little later. But those are the benefits of the affiliation lever. So let's explore a little bit today on what specific affiliations I've had success with, and then we're going to open it up for anyone out there that wants to share their affiliations that they've had success with. Okay, so most realtors start with their first affiliation is the brokerage that they put their license with. So this is a natural and great way to start your career in the real estate sales business. And I'll give you a quick story for my first affiliation. So my mom and dad had never sold a home before. They had bought a home when they first got married, and then they had me a few years later. And then, I don't know, 20 years later, I guess, they decided to sell their home and buy a home. So they found a home, they bought it without selling their other one first, and they were going to get the old one ready and sell it. And I was 20 years old at the time, and my wife was 18. We weren't married yet. It was, we were engaged. And my mom told us that she was going to sell the house. I had grown up there and never, lived anywhere else. And so I said, "Hey, Mom, I want to buy the house." So my fiance Jessica at the time, she's like, "Yeah, let's do this." So we didn't have a lot of credit, obviously, at that age. We didn't have a lot of money saved up. So we leaned on the bank that my wife was working at the time, and we leaned on my mom, who could help co-sign for the loan at that age. We needed a co-signer, and we were able to get the home. But the house that she bought, she purchased with a real estate agent, and that lady had been in the industry for like 30 years in our town. And she sent my mom a handwritten letter like every 3 months. This was like before social media, before a lot of the things we've got going on. Well, my mom, years later, about 5 years later, when I decided to get into the real estate business, my mom said, "Hey, this agent, she's been still sending me a letter every quarter for like 4 or 5 years. Why don't you reach out to her? She seems really nice." So I called her and she said, "Yeah, you should come and work for my company. It's really great. It's a small town company here in Cincinnati, and we can take good care of you." So I went in and interviewed. They said, "Yeah, we'd love to have you as a real estate agent." And that's how I chose my first brokerage. So the affiliation of my mom having bought a home through this agent, she referred me to that broker. The broker then signed me up, and that's how I chose my first agency to work for, brokerage. We call it a brokerage here in Ohio. So that company, brokerage, is who I became affiliated with. They had great training locally, and they had a great brand recognition. And so those were the affiliations that I chose to be part of my real estate career. Now, as I grew in my real estate sales business, and I was able to, learn more about selling homes and building a team, I found a different company that was a national company that I decided to start working with, and they came into town and started kind of picking off all the real estate agents that had kind of bigger aspirations and put them into their local real estate company that was affiliated with the national brand. So my point to you is that that is the first affiliation you're probably going to choose as a real estate agent. You may actually be in a transition right now, or you're considering switching from one broker to another. If you want some coaching on that privately, on, hey, should I choose this brokerage? I'm thinking about this team. Those are things that you can email me or message me through Facebook, and I'd be happy to discuss with you to kind of give you some options and help kind of coach you through a change of your broker affiliation. So the other thing about that is that each brokerage is going to have different qualities. Some are going to focus more on training. Some are going to focus more on an image or a local brand. Some are going to be more about, your commission splits. There are agencies that, don't have a lot of commission splits, and it's more of a 100% transaction deal. Some of them are going to be very weighted toward the broker, but they're going to have more benefits. So those are all things that you're going to have to weigh out as the affiliation part of this. What I found is, for a newer agent, having more training, more support, more mentors, more coaches, more people to help you set goals, more opportunities for open houses. Those are things I would choose earlier in your career to align with a brokerage that supports you in that way. As you develop your career, after you've sold maybe 100 houses or more, and you're a little bit more experienced, you don't need as much support, you might be able to find a brokerage that doesn't charge you as much of a commission split, and maybe you can start hiring out yourself some of the things that they were paying for. So that just comes down to a dollar cost of what you're wanting to do. So